Katie, how are you?
Are we answering that question these days?
Well, you got a couple of things on your plate. I mean, look at this. I'm going to show you something, okay?
Okay.
And this was this morning in my show prep. Katy Perry promises baby isn't the only thing to deliver. Katy Perry isn't sure she'll have a baby shower or baby moon. Katy Perry gets real about crying doing simple tasks during pregnancy. Katy Perry's unborn baby gave her the middle finger. And finally, Katy Perry announces new single Daisies.
My child is overshadowing my career already.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about Daisies. Everybody is on the edge of their seat waiting to see what this is going to be like. Can you give us any hints, any clues, any inspirations, any sounds that we can expect?
It's definitely a sound that is familiar with what I do, a la Firework and Roar. It's a song of inspiration and empowerment. And actually, I wrote it in February, and I wrote it as a song kind of to remind myself to remain true to myself, to continue even after all these years, to always continue to drown out the noise, because the noise starts in the very beginning from your family or your friends or the eye rolls or what have you, people going, that's a big dream, kid. Like, I don't know about that. Let's have some realistic expectations. And so it continues, with your life as you go on and you achieve the things you want. But Daisies for me right now during this quarantine has changed a little bit, because I think, 9 weeks that we're in. And I think a lot of us have had time to reflect, and I know in my own experience, I reflect and I see the things I've taken for granted and the things I didn't go for. And maybe you make a list, or you promise yourself, after this is done, I'm not going to take things for granted. I'm going to go after those things that I kind of let fall by the wayside. And this is the song that is the soundtrack to that.
A lot of people say, or artists say, that when they do a song, maybe, I don't know if it is like this for you, like Daisies, that it just comes to them naturally and it just flows and they just do it. And others say, I got to grind on this thing for like 3 months to get it right. Which one was the way for you?
This was not 3 months. This was just 3 different sessions. So I wrote it with a couple of people, John Bellion, who's an artist as well on the East Coast. He helped me write it. And it was the 3rd session that we actually came up with something like Daisies that it stuck and it was interesting. So it wasn't that hard, but when you get a bunch of pro writers in the room that have had multiple, successes, and you can't figure it out, like for 2 days, 2 separate days, you're like, do we still have it? Is it still in our blood? And we got it on the 3rd day, actually. Or the 3rd time we got together, and it was like, this one was worth waiting for. And
this is on your 5th studio album, KP5. Is that the working title? Is that what you're going with, KP5?
It's the working title as of now.
All right, perfect. We can't wait for that. How have you been handling the pandemic? Are you staying in all the time?
I have a backyard, which I'm grateful for, and I have been to Target and in and out, but definitely safely. Yeah. Like I remember Orlando and we were like, let's make a date day. Let's go to Target to get all of our essential needs, and we'll have like a cheeseburger at In-N-Out. And this was like 5.5, 6 weeks in. Right. We hadn't done anything, and we were like, okay, we'll do it. We need to get some things from Target. Let's make it into a romantic little stroll.
How'd that work?
It was fine. It was great. I got a bunch of things I could organize my house with, but was getting a bunch of like food stuff that was on our list anyways. But it's been up and down. I mean, I struggle with depression normally in a normal, fine, A-okay world. So I think anyone that's struggling with depression, generally, and then a pandemic hits, it like becomes hard to figure out every single day. And I think the whole world has gone through this kind of loss of certainty. Right. And I'm a control freak, and all control freaks are spiraling right now.
That's true. Is an In-N-Out burger, is that a craving, or is that an all the time baby or no baby?
It's been not all the time, but it definitely is a craving. But I have to be careful about my cravings. I just don't lean into them every single time I want one, because it's like, okay, gloves, mask, also risk factor. Do I really need the watermelon? You know, there's a lot of intense thoughts that comes along with having a craving now.
Did the baby really in the ultrasound give you the middle finger? I saw a picture. I didn't know if it was real. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, it might have been a peace sign, which, you know, she might be saying, I come in peace.
Right.
But the middle finger was extremely predominant. So, you know,
You're gonna have your
if she has half of my genes, it's definitely the middle finger. If she has half of Orlando's genes, which she does, it's definitely a peace sign. So how about
very,
that?
very chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Now, you know what I heard too, on Sunday's American Idol, you guys doing We Are the World. Did I hear that correctly? Is that this Sunday?
Lionel is actually putting it together with the contestants and some Idol alumni. And I mean, I think it's a song that remains really special and hasn't been sung since 1984 when he wrote it for those times. And I think it just works for these times. So we're all getting together and singing it. And yes, it'll be a throwback, but it'll mean so much more.
That'll
today.
be nice. That'll be nice.
Yeah. And
You know
Luke's
what?
playing his song, and then I'm playing my song as well.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, there's multiple reasons to tune in Sunday night then.
Yes,
You have-
the first performance of Daisies ever. I just filmed it yesterday, and it's let me just tell you, I used a technology that has never been used before.
Really?
It's super, like this super advanced, wild performance. You've got to tune in.
And I can't wait to see the video, and you have chosen the perfect earrings to wear today to promote Daisies. Well thought out.
Come on, I love a theme.
Those are perfect.
Pandemic doesn't mean I'm not going to lean in.
Right. Thanks for your time. Continued success. We can't wait to hear Daisies. Good luck with the baby. I hope when all this settles down, you come to Chicago and hang out with us a little bit.
Of course, I love Chicago. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you playing Daisies.
Of course. Good to see you, Katie.
You too.
Bye-bye.